Howdy, howdy, this is Mr. Potter, and welcome back to 7 Billion Humans. So, we've got a little bit left before we get to our final cup of coffee, so let's go ahead and get started with level 61, Lazy Pathways. Have you seen my legs? I haven't either. They're pretty short, so I don't like to walk any further than I need to. I would like to know, how far would I need to walk to reach every point in this room? Every tile surrounding me is one away, then two. Then I filled out a few of these distances already, as you can see. Yes, you're welcome. Please go change all the 99s to display the minimum number of tiles I have to walk to get to that position. I'll be here. Cool, so what I need to do is I need to go to a tile, and I need to look around at all the other tiles and change my tile to, what, one more? Because if I was here, then any tile that's 99, I would want to change to one more than whatever the lowest is here. So these would end up being 2 because these tiles are all 1 tile away. And then once these are changed to 2, these would need to be 3. So I'm going to have to be taking some random walks. So first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and step somewhere, anywhere. And if where I'm at is not a data cube, then I don't need to do anything here, and I just need to take another random step. And then what I need to do is I need to take a look at my current value. So I'm going to set my memory equal to whatever the current spot that I'm standing at. And then I need to look all around. So I'm going to look all around. That's going to be at mem2. And if mem2 is less than where I'm at, then I want to change mem1 to whatever mem2 is. Once I've done that, I'm going to know how many steps the shortest path is from here. So if I was at this 99, then I know that this is 1, this is 1, this is 1. 1 is the shortest, so that this has to be 1 more than that. So I'm going to calculate. After I've done the directions, I'm going to say mem1 is equal to whatever mem1 is plus 1. Then I'm going to need to pick up my current cube, write whatever mem1 happens to be, and then drop it. And then I'm going to keep going. And then this should do it, I guess? Let's see. So everyone's going to go to a spot, not a cube there. They're doing calculations. They're picking up. So now she should be looking, see the 3 is closer. Wait a minute, I've got these hundreds. I hope they're going to change eventually. Okay, so let's see what happens if we speed this up. Wait, some of these numbers are getting bigger, right? No? Yeah, they are. Some of these numbers are getting bigger, and I don't want that to happen. Why are those numbers getting bigger? Okay. So, if this is not a data cube, or this is equal to 1, because I don't want to change the 1s. That would be a bad thing. And then I'm going to go and mem1 is equal to calc mem1 plus 1. Maybe I can put another if statement here where if what we're currently at is greater than mem1, then we're going to do the old pick up, write, and drop. Because I only want to pick it up and rewrite it if it really needs to change. Let's try that. Okay, I'm going to start at a slightly lower speed. Okay, so that should become a 2, good. That's a 4 because this is a 3. That's a 2, so now this is going to become a 3. So it looks pretty good, as long as these 3s don't change. Everyone's just going to keep wandering around the map. Looking good so far. These look good. I've got a 1 around him, then 2s around that, then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm guessing that needs to be a 9. That needs to be a 9. That needs to be a 9, 9. It's going to be basically a row of 9s here if these people ever get over here. Come on. Nudge into this little space. You can do it. It's a random crawl, so I basically have to wait for people to get over there. Oh, that was a lot of work. Good job, everyone. But I'm being transferred to another office, so our cleaning team will need to clear all this up. I'm sure they'll appreciate what a great job you did. Excellent. I didn't use 11 commands, I used 13, so I could probably trim this down. And yeah, because it is a random crawl, it is going to take forever, but that's okay. Excellent. So, 62, the sorting floor, year 62. It's getting to be unseasonably windy up here. Well, things change. Yes, that grid of 9 data cubes also needs to change. Please sort in place, like words on a page, smallest at the top left, biggest at the bottom right. Okay. If I had 3 people here, then I know I could just have everyone kind of go up and sort these in order. I've done that before. And then go diagonally, sort these in order, and then just keep doing that pattern. So let me do this. Let me just try this out. If down is a worker, then find the nearest hole and go to your hole. So if I do that, that'll just leave me with my 3, and I'm good with that. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to step up. Actually, I want to do something like if up is equal to a hole. If up is not equal to hole, then I want to step up. And if where I'm at is equal to a data cube, then I'm going to go ahead and set mem1 to where I'm at. And I'm going to set mem2 to what's above me. And if mem1 is less than mem2, then I'm actually going to set mem3 to be the nearest. Because I really would like to have like a nearest empty spot. I want to do a swap. That's what I want to do. The thing is, I know that if I'm here, if I'm on this 3rd row looking at the 2nd row, I know the row behind me is empty. But if I'm on the 2nd row looking at the 1st row, I don't know. Well, I know the 3rd row won't be empty. So what I can do is, I know that I want to move where I'm at up. So I'm going to pick up where I'm at. And I'm going to step down. And if where I'm currently at now is not equal to nothing, then I want to keep going. That's going to allow me to keep going until I hit an empty spot. Then I can drop it. Then I can step up, and then if where I'm at is not equal to nothing, then keep stepping up, and that'll allow me to step up until I reach the block that I want to move down. So I'm going to pick up, step down one, drop it, and then I want to step down and then if what I'm stepping down to is equal to a data cube, or actually I should say if it's not equal to a data cube, I want to keep stepping down. Then I want to pick up and then start stepping up. And then if where I'm at is not nothing, keep going and then drop. And then after I've done all of that, I'm going to repeat. So let's see what happens. Okay, first off, my winners leave the stage. These guys move up. They found a cube. They're checking the cube above it. They know they need to swap, so she goes for the 35. Nothing to pick up. Nothing to drop. Wait a minute. So she was stepping up. Okay, so what happened is she picked up the cube that she needed to swap. She stepped down, she set it down. Then she started stepping up. And if this spot was not nothing, she was supposed to keep... Oh, if it is nothing, then keep stepping up. Okay, let's try that again. All right, so she's going to have to do some swapping here, little mama. So the 65, she looks at her 65 and she compares it to her 74. She knows she needs to swap it. She's going to come down and drop it. She's going to keep going up until she gets her 74. She's going to bring it down. She's going to get her 65, pick it up. Wait, why'd you go down an extra one? I'm sorry, this should have been if this is not a data cube. All right, so let's try this again. So exit stage left. He's definitely, no, he's not going to have any swaps. Let's see, who's going to swap first? She's going to swap. So the 30 and the 61, she drops her 30, goes up, gets the 61, brings it down, brings the 30 up. And he ran into a problem here. So let's see, I wish I could see that problem ahead of time. 28, down. Let's try something a little bit different then. Let's go ahead and just find a new tab here. Let's have our winners exit stage left, just like we did before. So if it's a worker, find the nearest hole and jump into it. And then we're going to have our current workers step up, and if I'm going to have them find the smallest number and put it up in their top row. Okay, so I actually want to have a 99 in their memory location. They're going to step up. The memory is going to be set at 99. They're going to step up, and if their current block is less than whatever mem1 is, then we're going to set mem1 equal to wherever their current block is. And if up is not a whole, then we're going to keep going up. Now, once they've done that, we need to go all the way down, and we need to let's see if that works. Let's see what that does real quick. This one is a tricky one. I'm trying to figure out how to do what I needs to do. Okay, so Eleanor's 18, Mama's is 46, Arnold is 12. So everyone knows who their smallest cube is. So now we want to go down. So they found the smallest cube. So now they're going to step down. And then if, actually I want to have them step down thrice, because I want to put basically I've got a 3x3 array down here, so I'm going to have them step down, step down, step down. And then if where they're at is not a data cube, no, that's a problem. Okay, so once they get to this point, they have in mem1 their currently location. So now what we need to do is we're going to set no, I want the nearest mem1, but I can't do that. So if here is equal to mem1, then pick up. Otherwise, we want to if where we're at is nothing, then we want to drop, and then we're going to step down. Actually, if down is not a whole, step down, and then continue. So what this should do is it should have everyone going up, finding their smallest number, and putting it in the first available space. Except they dropped it. Excellent. Stop it. Stop, 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 stop. So we need to do that. And then let's try this again. So now they exit stage left and right. They go up, they go up, they go up. They're going to find their smallest. She's got 16, she has a 0, he has a 3. and they drop it there. Okay, so when they drop, I want them to go back and start this process over. So the 11, 14, and 18 should make their way down here. So now they're going to keep going up, looking for their number. She found a 40. She put it down. 16 and 53 are going to be put down here. That's going to be a problem. So he's going to find his... What's he doing? Should be picking up the 89. Okay. Not sure what's going on here. Thinking we may need to take care of this some other time. Let's try something else. Let's try 63. Defrag disordered. It's time for a reckoning. Every time we delete data, it leaves a gap in the storage room that data used to occupy. Over time, our storage room becomes fragmented, sloppy sponges, and it becomes inefficient to access or store data. So what can we do about it? We defrag our storage room. See all that fragmented data over there? Yes, please remove all the gaps between the data cubes and pack it in as few rows as possible towards the top of the room. We don't really care about the order. Yes, like a snowplow, just shove it all up in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have them find the nearest data cube. They're going to pick it up, and then they're going to walk over here and just start laying stuff down. If they find a gap, then they're going to put it in. So if up is not a hole, then step up and repeat. Now once they're on this row, they're going to go ahead and keep doing this. They're going to be looking for an empty space. So they're going to keep on going up to that top row, and if the current spot is nothing, drop, and then basically go back up to the beginning and get the nearest number. But I'm going to need to get them to go down to the nearest, to the bottom. So I'm going to say if down is not a hole, then step down and jump. Now that's not going to do anything for these people because they're already in that position, but once they start the cycle over, they're going to come all the way down to the bottom, find the nearest cube, go all the way up to the top, and start filling up the top. So if the current spot is nothing, drop it and jump. Else, if the spot here is not a hole, step right, and then continue this. So let's see what happens here. They're checking now. They're going to go up, find the nearest cube, move all the way up, and start filling in spots. That 5 gets filled in. These two are coming down to fill in cubes. He's going to fill in his spot with this 12. She's going to keep looking. She's going to run into problems. And of course, these people are going to run into problems as well. Okay, cool. So once I get to this point, everything in the first row is going to be filled. So now I need to start doing a backfill down here. So I want everyone to step down. And then basically the same idea. If the current spot is equal to nothing, then drop and jump back up to yon beginning. else take a step to the left and just get back up to this. So now that should fill up the first 2 rows now. Yeah, that's a problem. But I need something like this in here where I also basically say if left is not a hole, then step that way and jump. Else we want to go back to this where we're going to the right, but I want to take one more step down. All right, so everyone looks down, everyone gets a nearest data cube, starts marching up to the top. They start filling in holes, and as they fill in holes, they march back down to the bottom, find the nearest data cube. She's going to move down and fill in her hole. These people are going to move down and start filling in holes on the second row. And as long as this guy with number 20 actually goes down, should fill in that last hole. She fills in the 32, so now we just need to make sure that these people fill in the rest of their holes. So let's speed this up. Okay, so right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cubes that are out of position. So they're going to have to keep track of how many times they've gone through this loop. So I'm going to have them set this at 0. And basically, let's call this mem4. If mem4 equals 3, then end. Otherwise, we're going to go ahead and add 1 to mem4. So basically, we'll keep track of how many passes they've got. And when they've gotten a certain amount of passes, they're actually going to stop. Oh, we never do check for the if, duh. Okay. Let's put the if here. And so the iteration is going to be here as well. Technically, I don't need to set mem4 because it's going to start off at 0. It's going to save me a step. No, that's a problem. Wait, stop? What happened here? Do your thing, come on. Oh, wait, we're adding 1 as we take each step. That's not good. Wait a minute. All right, so we're going to have to do this a little bit easier. Okay, so she takes a step. Mem1 is 1. She's going up. She drops, she jumps. Mem is now 2. Why is that becoming 3? Every time they move... Oh, let's do this then. I need to look at these drops. The drop has this jump, which needs to increment that. And this drop has this jump, which needs to... This drop has this jump, which needs to increment it. But this jump doesn't need to increment it because we're just moving down to the bottom. Let's try that now. Okay, let's try one more then. Let's make this a 4. So we're almost done. They're filling in stuff. Yes, speaking of packing, I'm going away for a little while. No, I won't be back. I'm sure your other boss will do a great job with whatever it is he does when I'm not here. What? Yes, maybe I'll get a little college on a lake. Maybe I'll write some mystery novels. And I always thought I'd make an excellent conductor on a ghost train. Either way, I expect I'll have a cabana boy. Please don't visit. Cool. So 29 steps. Wow, I am so close here. I'm just one step off here and just a few seconds off here. Too bad. Okay, so this leaves 64 and 65 and pesky 62, which we'll get to a little bit later. All right, so we're going to go ahead and stop here because these problems are starting to get a little bit more involved and convoluted. So once again, this is Mr. Potter. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.